welcome to this day of celebration. Together we are here to rejoice and remember that it is love that leads us to our true destinations, and to celebrate with Daniele and Aidan, and to honor the beginning of their new life. We are here to listen, to love, to dance, to celebrate, and to send them into their future with one outrageous, gigantic blessing on this day.
With the morning turning over, every color calls to us, setting rhythm into motion, turning the silence into trust, getting a glimpse of what's to come.
Danny, when I met you, I expected our first date to go like any other, drinks for a little bit, laugh a lot, and if all else went well, set up a second date. Instead, hours later, on a wet park bench, all I could think about is how crazy it was that I was already this into you. We spent all night discussing everything from religion to politics, which, for the record, is not my first date topics. At one point, you reached out to hold my hand, and my heart stopped for a minute.
A soulmate is someone who has locks that fit our keys, and keys to fit our locks. When we feel safe enough to open these locks for our truest selves, step out, and we can be loved for who we are as each unveils the best in one another. Our soulmate is someone who shares our deepest longings, our sense of direction. Our soulmate is the one who makes life come to life.
Aidan, ever since I was a little girl, reading love stories, I've dreamt about the man that I would one day marry. That little girl would never believe that standing here today, I can confidently say that you have exceeded every single one of those dreams, and that our love story is my absolute favorite. I was going to begin my vows with how we fell in love, but our love story didn't feel like falling at all. Our love felt like walking right into love, like coming up for fresh air after holding your breath for too long, or like coming home after you've been away for far too long.
Being with you is like being with the best friend I've ever had. I have loved learning about all the things that make you happy, with the top of the list being Piper, which for people who don't know is our wonderful dog. I learned your favorite drink was Diet Dr. Pepper, so I began keeping a stash on hand, and as a joke, we started referring to them as girlfriend privileges, which last year we got to turn into fiance privileges. In a few minutes, I guess we'll call them wifey privileges. The last year has been the best year of my life because I've been so lucky to grow and experience whatever life has to throw at us with you. From Airbnb scams to buying a house together, I will not trade any of it. And that's why asking you to be my wife was the easiest decision I have ever made.
That Thursday we met 2.5 years ago, you walked into my life and it changed forever. But really, you changed my life far before then. Before I ever met you, I prayed for someone with your kind heart, your passion for life, your drive, your unwavering love, and let's be honest, your blue eyes. And knowing you were out there somewhere kept me going during my toughest seasons. Aidan, since the day we've met, you've been the calm and steady to my chaos. You've been my rock during the hardest moments of my life. Being loved by you is the best thing that has ever happened to me, so I promise to spend the rest of our lives making sure you feel the same way.
Danielle, I promise to hold your hand every chance I get. I promise to be there to listen to whatever's on your mind. I promise to always have wifey privileges on hand. I promise to be your best friend and always make you laugh. I promise to be there on the worst days, the best days, and everything in between. And most importantly, I promise to be forever yours in body and mind. Thank you for being the most kind and caring person I have ever met. The energy you put into those around you brightens everyone's life, and because of that, there's a small reflection of you in everyone you call family, whether by blood or by choice. And I am so happy that you've made the choice to be with me.
Aidan came to our home for the first night, determined to befriend us all. He started with the guys. He started with the guys, bonding with Andrew over some outdoor activities. And then went on over to Dalton, and they started bonding over some really inappropriate jokes. And that was really how it came to be. He won them over pretty quickly. He did all the right things, and before I knew it, I was seeing just what Danny saw in him. I knew that he was going to be special.
I promise to never grow complacent, but to always continue to grow together. I promise to always support your dreams and ambitions the way you've already supported mine. I promise to stay best friends and to put you first amongst everything else. I promise to never let the busyness of life get in the way of the life and the family we're creating. I promise to be nice to you every morning, no matter how early, even before I've had my coffee. But most importantly, I promise to love you for who you are, everything you want to become, through good times and bad, and for the rest of our lives. Thank you for always validating my feelings, for always making me laugh, for loving my dad like your own family, and for always being my best friend.
Meets the horizon line, you and me stand in the test of time. Two hearts run free, we're never looking back. This love was made to
Thank you for making today the easiest choice I've ever had to make. I love you.
This love was made to last. This is what life's about, love. We just can't live without love. I know without a doubt, love, we're gonna figure it out.
He comes home all excited and he says, "Joe, I met a girl." And I was like, "Okay." Pretty common for him. He's a good-looking guy. So, he goes on, the first day that you guys have heard about, and then he comes back. The second time, he's like, "Man, I really, really like this girl." And I was like, "Wow, that's fast, but okay." So he started getting as they said, from day one, they were so into each other. So next thing you know, I'm babysitting the cat, the dog, and that's my Friday night. Piper's a great dog, though, so I didn't mind it too much.
Let's start to sing it out loud, love. We're all here for the proud, love. We're not down for the count, love. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out.
Thank you to Dan Green, Danielle's father, with whom I was able to sit down with and listen to a few key things about Danielle. Dan, you're very special in noting some things. You noted she is one who has great drive and can light up a room as she enters it. You did that today.